More hostages freed by Hamas, now back on Israeli soil.
So it's a glimmer of hope as dozens of desperate families now await news of their own loved ones. As Ian Lee reports this morning, the situation there continues to grow dire as Israeli airstrikes intensify.
Overnight, 2 Israeli women freed by Hamas arrived at a Tel Aviv hospital. 79-year-old Nurit Cooper and 85-year-old Yosheved Lifshitz were taken hostage from Kibbutz Nir Oz during the deadly October 7th Hamas raids, along with their husbands, who are still being held. Lifshitz's grandson says his family is excited and thrilled she's been released and hopes she's in good health. This latest hostage release comes days after 2 Americans were also freed, but Israeli officials estimate more than 200 hostages are still being held by Hamas.
It's crime against humanity.
Nir Shani says Hamas fighters took his 16-year-old son during the Kibbutz Be'eri attack.
He's a boy. He's not a warrior, and he was taken from his room and from his bed.
Israeli airstrikes have intensified in recent days, and there are new warnings for evacuations in northern Gaza ahead of an imminent ground invasion. 2 sources told CBS News the White House has sought to slow Israel's plans for a ground invasion in order to prioritize the release of hostages and the distribution of aid in Gaza. Yesterday, President Biden was asked if the U.S. supported the exchange of hostages for a potential ceasefire. Trucks filled with humanitarian aid continue to flow from Egypt into Gaza, though United Nations officials say civilians there need much more assistance. Ian Lee, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
Today, French President Emmanuel Macron is in Tel Aviv for meetings with Israeli officials, and the United Nations Security Council also expected to meet today to talk about the conflict.